Yes, so if it does sound a little too loud, you might just have to turn your computer down. All right, let me get started here. Set home.
It does.
I am dropping down to the truth of who I am. I am dropping down, surrendering in love. I am dropping down to the truth of who I am. I am dropping down, surrendering in love. I am dropping down to the truth of who I am. I am dropping down, surrendering in love. I am dropping down to the truth of who I am. I am dropping down, surrendering in love. I am dropping down to the truth of who I am. I am dropping down, surrendering in love, surrendering in love, surrendering into the truth of who I am, to the truth of who I am, to the truth of who I am, to the truth of who you are, to the truth of who we are. Surrendering in love, surrendering in love, surrendering in love.
Thank you, Jackie. That was just such a beautiful meditative way to come into our service this morning. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the Center for Conscious Living, this beautiful consciousness we call home. We invite you to join us here today with your hearts open and your blessings, knowing that we are here with you, for you, and as love. And Reverend Paul is going to take you forward.
Good morning, CCL. So glad you're here today. We got a wonderful service for you today. As you can see, we've got Jackie Greggs here with us. Yay! And we've got the amazing Kathy Milano doing our meditation. So there's practitioners around the Zoom holding the high watch. So let go of everything and be right here, right now, knowing the truth that we are completely loved, completely supported, and we can just enjoy and be enveloped in this service. So we're going to start off with a prayer. It's a call and response. So if you want to unmute yourself, you may. Unmute yourself. I'm going to say it, and then you're going to repeat. I open my heart to the universe, accepting love and peace.
I open my heart to the universe, accepting love and peace.
I open my heart to the universe, accepting love and support.
I open my heart to the universe, accepting love and support.
I open my heart to the universe, accepting love and complete health.
I open my heart to the universe, accepting love and complete health.
And so it is.
And so it is.
So it is. And so we can turn within. And we bring ourselves into our breath this morning, recognizing the wholeness, the spiritual oneness, the blessing that this place is. We allow ourselves to come into an awareness of source, of life, of infinite intelligence and infinite creativity, that which surrounds, unfolds, and indwells us always. And that as our awareness of this consciousness, this one light, this one life, awakens within us as we allow ourselves to be filled and fulfilled in this presence, we become one. And in this holy oneness, in this space today, we speak this service into being that which it already is, a joyful blessing in our lives, a joyful moment for connection and sharing and upliftment and music and holiness, all of these places where God indwells each and every one of us. And so this morning, we invite each of us, each person, to allow that which we are to soften and become fully this identity of love. And so as we allow this to unfold this morning, we hear it through the song, the voice, the beauty of Jackie. We hear it through the words that deliver through Reverend Paul. And as Kathy Milano brings us this blessed meditation, we allow ourselves to be in full indwelling in pleasure and peace with the holiness that is spoken. So today we just invite a resting and a relaxation and opening to the spirit and a fulfillment of the promise of your life of divine possibility, always present for you. We bless you and we are so grateful for your presence here today, that we share this one life, that we bring this love here together, that we enjoy the fulfillment of the promise of the legacy of love. And we let that carry us as we walk through these days from heaven on earth. And so it is.
And so it is. I am light, I Inside, I am light. 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 I'm not mistakes that I have made, or any of the things that caused me pain. I am not the pieces of the dream I left behind. I am light. 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 I am not the color of my eyes. I am not the skin on the outside. I am not my age. I am not my race. My soul inside is all light. All light. All light. It's all light, yeah. I am light. I am light. I am light. I am light. I am divinity divine. I am the God on the inside. I am a star, a piece of it all. I am light. I am light.
Thank you, Jackie. One of my favorite pieces of music. Such a beautiful message. As we carry ourselves into the reading this morning, we're offering this to you from a meditative, this beautiful state that Jackie has opened here with us. And so I invite you to close your eyes and allow this service to just keep flowing into you, into this place where you are light and love, the wholeness and the beauty that you are. This is from the Radiant Sutras, which are translated by Lauren Rush. Toss aside your map of the world, all your beliefs and constructs. Dare the wild unknown. Here in this terrifying freedom, naked before the universe, commune with the one who knows everything from the inside. The invisible power pervading everywhere. Divine presence permeating everything. Breathe tenderly. as the lover of all beings. And so it is.
We're going to do a call and response for the affirmation today. So I'm going to read it and then you're going to respond. So unmute. Everybody unmute. I am one with the invisible power pervading everywhere.
I am
one with invisible power pervading everywhere.
I am one with the divine presence permeating everything.
I am one with
Divine
divine presence
permeating everything.
I am alive in the wild unknown.
I
I
am
am alive in the wild.
wild unknown.
I am the lover of all beings.
I
am the lover of
all
beings.
And so it is.
And so it is.
is.
All right, so we're just going to settle into some stillness before we go into our meditation. And if you pause for a second and just look and make sure your mic is muted. Turn it up a little bit, please. A little bit. In the stillness of this moment, there is peace. There is peace. In the stillness of this moment, there is peace. There is peace, and I rest and trust and breathe and know that in the stillness of this moment there is peace. In the stillness of this moment, there is peace. There is peace. In the stillness of this moment, there is peace. There is peace. And I rest and trust and breathe and know that in the stillness of this moment there is peace. In the stillness of this moment, there is peace. There is peace. In the stillness of this moment, there is peace. There is peace. And I rest and trust and breathe and know that in the stillness of this moment there is peace. the stillness of this moment, I feel love. I feel love, and I rest and trust and breathe and know that in the stillness of this moment, I feel love. In the stillness of this moment, there is peace. There is peace. In the stillness of this moment, there is peace. There is peace. And I rest and trust and breathe and know that in the stillness of this moment, there is peace. There is peace. Sweet peace. There is peace. I am peace. I am, I am, I am, I am, I am love. I am, I am, I am, I am, I am peace. I am, I am, I am, I am, I am love. I am, I am, I am, I am, I am peace.
Thank you so much, Jackie. Bless you for that blessing into the meditation. And so now we just invite Kathy Milano to take us further into this meditative experience today. Thank you, Kathy, for being here with us.
In the depth of your being, you know there is nothing missing. In this very moment, you feel the truth that there is nothing missing. And there is nothing that may be added unto you. And yet I come to you with words and an invitation. For I wish that you could see the absolute perfection of your being. For when I see you standing in the mirror, moving through your day, resting in the night, there is a harmony that is recognized throughout the cosmos throughout the interdependent web of light that you yourself are the epitome of beauty. Beauty as an organizing principle, complete and whole within itself. And somewhere deep within your being, you resonate completely with this truth. And for I say today that there is nothing missing within you. And that when I witness you in your movement and in your stillness, in your joy and in your sorrow, in your presence and in your apparent absence, I celebrate this cosmic harmony. This web of light rejoices so perfectly that it is represented in this unique fashion as you. The only reason I speak to you of this truth is because there are wide aspects of your being that know nothing of what I say. And that is the state of humanness, to be lost within the small view and to focus upon the lack or the missing or the imperfection. And there is beauty within this. For deep within this inaccuracy, the cosmic harmony remains singing. The constellation of beauty projects easily. And the receipt of light from others and the giving of light to others illuminates this concept of life. There is nothing missing. I come to you today to speak to that truth, that wide and vast network of beauty that you are. And who am I, you may ask? Why I am that beauty, I am that constellation of cosmic harmony. I am the perfection that is deep within the stillness and is alive within the cacophony of discord. I am that which is behind everything, but the one that is speaking to you. You may know this perhaps simply as your soul. That I, the closest particle of light to your human nature. Breathe with me. For I have come to speak to you of the vastness that is through me, what you may call beyond me, behind me, within me. And perhaps it is easy to conceive of your soul as the most perfect harmony, that which has access to the truth, to the beauty, to the love, to the knowingness of all things, that which is whole and perfect, complete and missing nothing. That particle of light, unique in its luminosity, fulfilled in its gifts, and delighted in the capacity that it may be housed within a small physical being. You may have an idea, a felt experience, or a deep and abiding knowing of the complex beauty of the perfection of your own soul. And yet I say to you, see yourself as this. For when I see you, I see only this. There is a shadow that comes from being raised human, not that there is a fault to it, a mistake to it, a wound to it, or any idea of imperfection. It is simply a combination of ideas that shroud your sight, your sense, your knowingness of what you are. And thus, then, when you look out into the world and you see the other physical representations of the other particles of light, let's call those particles their souls. And the shroud helps you miss the enormity of the cosmic perfection, the symphony of light, the luminosity of sound, the enormity that beauty itself births in every moment. For when you are shrouded and cannot see the light that I claim as my own representational of all light that claims itself as perfect and whole, how then can you see the perfection of another? And thus I come to you today to say, begin here, receive me, abide in me, drop deeply within me, rest within the stillness that I am. Use this as your gateway into that which you speak of and sing of, that which you call in response of, that which you write of. Deep within you in this very moment, this cosmic harmony, the perfection of beauty, is alive and singing. It is not enhanced by these words. It may be felt more deeply if there is a recognition and openness. The luminosity of your being connected to luminosity itself is not concerned with any shroud, with any limit, with any small perception, nor is it concerned. I have no concern. When you are in despair, I sing the complexity of the harmony of heaven. When you are in delight and curiosity and wonder, I wax poetically about the beauty of every form of life on the planet you know as Earth. When you are sleeping, when you are waking, when you are angry, when you are sorrowful, I am the liquid light that pours through she who writes the music, sings the music, receives the music. I am the poetry, the treatise of truth that is perceived by him who orates this to the individual, to the masses, to rights across the centuries, touching the heart of one who is lost and then becomes interested, and a path of awakening begins. I am that always. And within you, I come to you to say, wake to my presence. Come and sit within my lap, rest within my arms, lounge within my libraries, walk with me in nature. Come and share a meal that fills you so fully. Engage the love that is offered so that you may feel satiated, entwined, informed, that you may be fertile with the gifts that are awakening within you, that are meant to awaken in you, that are meant to flow through you. And these gifts are so vast and so many and have such influence into the cosmic interdependent weave of light that I cannot speak of them, for it would take an entire lifetime for me to begin. In common sense language, you sell yourself too short. You have no idea of the capacity of your goodness. When you are full within the luminosity as I am, when I rest within the luminosity that I am, the great I am, as you may say, the cosmic harmony, the presence of that which is behind every word, every idea, every form. I know the benefit of goodness. Imagine an interconnected web that travels within this globe, around this globe, through every creature, every kingdom, every particle, every wave, that is in constant movement of song and dance and interconnected support. Imagine that every positive thought that you have finds not one mark, but a multiplicity of spaces that in that very moment requires either an ingredient in a luminous recipe or a single presence of good in order to stand up and move, in order to be generous to another, in order to look through the shroud and see the light within their own eyes. I, who know the truth, who am complete, who witness this movement of good, I marvel. And so I begin with the invitation to lay down all your efforting for anything and abide within me. For you abide in me already, and yet you are blind to me in my fullness. So there is nothing for you to do if you do not have to enter a new space, if you already abide within me so fully. And so consciously rest within me. Drive in your vehicle with me. Let me be your vehicle. Let me be your chauffeur. Let me be the one in the front seat singing the songs that are on the radio, or engaging in a meaningful game of I Spy. Let us trust that the goodness that you offer is already happening and complete. The game that we play is one of amplification. Yes, you will be more aware of your goodness in its offering, and your body temple will tell you about that, as will the world itself. The sun will brighten, the clouds will be beautiful, or will be transporting the heaviness, the density of your neck of the woods out into the open ocean, so that the movement of clouds and water and wind and light may serve its alchemy. And you may plant so deeply through your feet as you move the idea of joy, the goodness that you offer, the creative idea, the warmth of your smile, so that the gardens that have not been able to blossom due to a lack of nurturance or attention may begin to feel the goodness and blossom once again. And these gardens may be living within a tenement, a crowded family. They may be living within the mansions of the rich and powerful. They may be those that go about this day making sure the machinery of public transportation works perfectly. They may be the trees that are blowing in a remote place that no one ever sees, that are linked into all trees, into the movement of the waters and the winds, that carry the messages to those that have the ears to hear that good is coming. And this brightens the environment that it serves. And there's no end to the goodness that occurs already. And yet, if you would wish to be consciously part of it, what will occur first is that you yourself will brighten. I invite you to abide deeply within me. to rest in the stillness of the truth that I am, in the absolute peace that requires nothing of you. And as you rest, I will tell you stories of your goodness and your gifts, of your influence. And some of these may break to the surface, and you may have memories of how kindness supports you, or you may have no memories, but be at the end of a day tired watching your show on Netflix and watching how one person made a difference for another person. And something moves within you. And you would say, oh, what a beautiful scene. If only we were like that in this world. And yet truly back behind that cognitive thought, what moved within you is the yes, I am that. When I was 10, yesterday, 3 decades from now. Yes, I see that movement of goodness through the interconnected web, and I am grateful. Receiving fully your own goodness, the luminosity of its travel through this complex web of perfection. Abide in me, for there is a belonging so deep. For I am the gateway to this allness, wholeness, perfection, beauty, love, whatever it is that you call that one thing. And I have full knowledge of the presence that I am, of the beauty that I contribute to this immense work of art. Let us call it life, where there is no time, no past, no parallel, no present, no future. And within my lap, where I abide with my other points of illumination, these points of my body, let them be known as the souls of your fellow humans beyond time, your animals, and your plants, your minerals, your stars, and your wind, and your water, and your fire. All kingdoms, all realms, all points of light. I have a fullness of the beauty of what we may call a network. Abide in me, rest deeply within the stillness where no action is required, no goal is offered. There is nothing to achieve, nothing to become, nothing to regret. There is truly nothing to do, yet the abiding so deeply so that I may live in you, eradicating the shroud, thread by thread by thread by thread. And then as I move through the world in the most glorious body temple, one that you deem beautiful, no matter if it is bent or in pain, youthful, no matter the level of intelligence or influence or societal presence or appearance, no matter the role or the identities, all the things that you define yourself as. This perfect body temple for my presence, as you abide in me, there's nothing for me to do but to move. And I move as you move. And when you abide and rest and deepen within me so completely, again and again and again, every time you forget, I invite you again. With every inspiration, with every felt sense of being moved by a person, by the scenery, by a story, by anything that inspires you. This wild, unruly, unknown is known to you. And the recognition, be it in physical sensation, an extraordinary awareness, in a mundane appreciation, this wild, unruly, unknown is completely known to you. And clue by clue, you begin to abide within me more fully. And I, with the greatest luminosity, enjoy the presence of physicality in a world of physicality. I delight in traffic jams, in broken promises, in the pain of the body, the heart, the mind, in what the worry does to the nervous system, to the chemicals that contribute to well-being or disorder and disease. I find that all of the movements of the human are beautiful. And yet, I know with every luminous aspect of my being that you do not abide fully in me, for I see what you call suffering. I see what I call shrouding, and I invite you to illuminate your own life. For when you illuminate your own life, each of you that listen to these words in this moment and then brighten, let go of some of the threads of your weave, and then your contribution illuminates others who brighten and let go of the threads of their weave, and so on and so on and so on. What you may say across time, across space, across kingdoms, across realms. I simply call it brightening the goodness. When you abide within me so fully and completely, then I may abide in your form so completely and fully, and I have no shroud. For now I go forth, and as I greet another blade of grass, disgruntled business partner, despairing friend, or face in the mirror, the only song that I sing is that which says, I see you. I delight in you. I enthusiastically embrace you in the beauty and the wonder of your unique perfection. I call the gifts that are within you, and I ask them to become more present, to bring more goodness into the world, and along the way to brighten your experience of living so that you may see that your value is tremendous, that your view of the world and what you may do with it is fantastic. It does not matter if your gifts are in the beauty of how you greet the mail, that you take this junk mail, these requests for money, the bills that arrive, the sending of information that does not align with you, the waste of trees, the depravity of the political, financial, educational, governmental, religious, and societal systems in which you live. If you take that mail to your heart as you shut this mailbox and you pat it and you say, thank you for the form of your existence, that you are the receiver, the first receiver on the property in which I live, that you bring to me the information of the divine in so many forms, and I bless he, she, they who delivered this. And I bring these papers to my heart, and I walk to my apartment, to my house, to my office, to my vehicle. And I bless the trees that came with the purpose of becoming this junk mail, this bill that I can or cannot pay, this delightful letter, this snail mail that someone actually remembered to send to me, and all of the other things. And as I place them upon the counter of my office, of my home, or the seat of my vehicle, I announce here too is another aspect of the beautiful web of being. It belongs here. And I say to the male, you belong with us. And harmony begins to sing, and the trees are honored. And those that are working, making profit from greed, from destroying forests and wrecking ecosystems, they benefit from the goodness of this praise. And those who are dead but alive, working in an office that bills for medical services that will stress people out, are blessed for their 9-to-5 duty for 30 years, and they are brightened. And that as you bless this, which goes into the waste of the world, those that collect this, as you offer your prayer for them to take this, as you write your checks in charity, in making good of a debt, in the honoring of all beings, in this simple process, as you bring them through your vehicle or through your foot to the new mailbox, you say, oh, bless this interconnected web of movement of life. What a brilliant, brilliant opportunity to touch so many people, so many of my brothers and sisters, so much good, so much evil, so much nothingness. What a privilege it is to be a part of this chain. And then you move to your vehicle and you drive in traffic. You enter your office space, you interact with people. You go to your computer, you go to the interconnected web, you take a walk with your child, your dog, your partner, your neighbor. And you witness the movement of life so fully and completely, and I abide within you and everywhere. In the completeness where nothing is missing, there is goodness. And the goodness brightens. It is only when you have my eyes can you see the perfection of each aspect of living. Do not try so hard to be good. Do not try so hard to do good. Do not try so hard. My invitation today is to know who I am and to abide in me so deeply that I may live through you so completely. I am the perfection of all beauty. And I am the song that love itself sings. I am the poetry that spoons light into the holy parched mouth. I am that which moves, lives, and breathes the essence of the complexity of the cosmic harmony. Abide within me and know what I am so fully that you may, in this very moment, know yourself as me.
And so in this moment, we come together as this unified presence, joining ourselves in the blessing of this perfect day, in the beauty and the wholeness. That is alive around us. We see this community of CCL as it grows and expands from each and every seed that is planted in the hearts and minds of all of us. We see that as we enter into the space of this holy oneness, that the truth permeates through and as each other and ourselves as this divine community, this caring, compassion, this celebration, this joy, this love, that life is indeed planted over and over as we gather together, recombining, reconnecting, re-emerging. As we look into each other's eyes, we are open and available to all, both inner and outer worlds commingling in the blessing. We hold within this space all the prayers of this community as each and every person is welcomed into this place. We give great thanks for this heart and mind and soul known as CCL, for this love, for this beauty. For the strength and the power and the joy of this community, of the way each person stands with and for each other as we become more and more known as one. The beauty of this invitation, the beauty of the wholeness of who we are, and the blessing of each of our contributions, unfolding now as joy, love, peace, and wholeness. It is so very good, and we are so very grateful for all of this light. And we welcome once again the beauty that is Jackie to join us in her love.
You are where I go to hide when the wind starts to blow, when the lightning starts to strike, when the thunder starts to roll, when this life becomes a fight. You are where I put my gloves down when I'm running out of time. You are where I go to slow down. You are my favorite place. You are my sacred space. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Where I go to be moved, where I go to be still, Your love makes me new. In your presence I am healed. You are my favorite place. You are my sacred space. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. No walls, no war, no cause, no weapons formed, no law. What for? You are where I go to hide. You are where I go to heal. You are where I go to feel, to remember what is real. 'Cause you are my favorite place. You are my sacred space. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
Thank you. Thank you for this holiness of this service that we are deeply dropping in and feeling ourselves expanding, and the gentle gratitude of the blessing of remembering who we are. In this moment, just calling to mind all of this abundance, all of this greatness, all of this joy, all of the service and care that each person is bringing to this service today, all of the years of preparation, all of the preparation of our bodies and our minds, our spirits, our souls, our journeys, all of the ways that we have arrived here today, all of the service that we are already giving in our silence, in our collecting of energies, in our coming together, and in our voices. That we right now, here and now, from this flow of abundance, from this knowing, we say yes to this community called CCL. We say yes to bringing ourselves here. We say yes to the joy of playing together and owning this space together, being this community, sustaining ourselves in this community, and loving the joy that we bring to this planet more and more each day. And so from this place, we invite your overflow, the abundance of who you are, to show up as who you are in this space, saying yes to this community for all the ways that you are here. And we invite in this moment your abundant overflow of your financial gifts. These are necessary for us to breathe and play and joy and amass the riches of life together. That your time and your talent and your tithe of your finances all keep the doors open, the singing happening, the blessings and the love. And we are so very, very grateful. So very, very grateful. And we say together as we unmute our blessing of our offering. Feel this as deeply as you can as we felt the space together. Thank you, God, for this abundance.
Mine to share.
I bless
This gift
And give it to thee.
Give it to
In
thee.
gratitude
and
and
joy.
joy,
No,
knowing that as I give,
I do
I
receive.
give.
Thank you. Thank you, God.
I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed.
Reverend Paul will be leading us in our blessings of our visitors and new friends.
Now is the point in our service where we have a blessing for anybody here that's here for the first time. If you'll either raise your hand if you feel so inclined, or put the little hands up for the reaction, let us know who you are. And then the rest of us, we're going to do a call and response. So if you'll unmute yourself and repeat after me. Hold your hands up, send that energy and that love out. Welcome to the Center for Conscious Living.
Welcome to
the Center for Conscious Living.
We are a heart-centered spiritual community.
We are
We are a heart-centered spiritual community.
We open ourselves to you in love.
We
open ourselves to you in love.
We recognize the perfection of God within you.
We recognize the perfection of God within you.
We celebrate the joyous being that you are.
We celebrate the joyous being that you are.
You are a radiant point of light.
You are a radiant point of light.
We are blessed by your presence.
We are blessed by your
presence.
Welcome home.
Welcome home.
So it's time for our announcements this morning. And just the very first thing on all of our minds and hearts this whole week has been gratitude for this amazing, beautiful community and the presence that everyone was in, the holiness that we created, this expansive, fantastical journey of installation of myself and the celebration of this whole community and all the ways we all participated in saying I do over and over and over again last weekend, and the ways we participated in the abundance of just such beauty and delicious and scrumptious and all the things that it was, and all the special ways it was provided, and all the beauty and all of the outpouring, the complete outpouring. It was a river of joy. And we all floated in the rafts of our intention to create that beauty. And many of those who were there may not be here today. They may still be recovering from that, and yet still know yourselves as this community, as this gathering, and as all those who were purely intentional, both on Zoom, on YouTube, and in person from all over the United States. I think we were that local, but we had lots of participation from practitioners and ministers and friends and family all around. And I just want to make sure that everyone feels the grateful blessing that CCL is, as it felt that flooding and its identity felt the fulfillment of itself through all of you. So I bless you also for just from my heart, of course, with my great gratitude and strength. Blessings for all the beauty that I was given, for so many things. And in many ways, most especially for the beauty you shared with each other, the way all the food and all the flowers and all the beautiful things were shared together, really, really blessed my heart deeply. So thank you was the biggest message on my heart this morning. And just having Dale and Ginger sing here for the first time together and have all of us holding them in the joy and the experiment, the divine experiment that is, and the beauty of that is. And they are going to do that again for us. So we're looking forward to that. Please read your newsletter. That's my number one thing. We are going to hide some beautiful pictures in there. Actually, today they're all in there. They're not hiding. And you get to see yourself interacting with your friends and your loved ones. There's a beautiful article from Martha Neal, although I have to admit her name was spelled wrong because we do that so that we know you're human and we're human. So we always make a little mistake. And just to invite you to go into the juice of this newsletter. It's really got some beautiful things. Also to remind you, there is coming up a half-day meditation retreat with Aji, one of our practitioners, and also she's teaching the mysticism class. And so she was inspired by that class to bring this. So please also look in your newsletter for that. And please pray with us. Please pray with us. And in this, what we ask you, and it's in every newsletter, is either send us your prayers, give us your prayers that we may uplift, even in the space of you're not knowing we're doing it. We are always in the prayer and the love and the wholeness that you are, reminding ourselves in you of all this beauty. And you can join us any day from Tuesday to Friday at 12 noon. Those of you who join us, talk it up to your friends. Let them know what we're doing. Let us know. Let everyone know the beauty and the love that we're experiencing at 12 noon in prayer. Know that there are so many gorgeous things coming up. You need to read your newsletter. And for those of you who have some concern anywhere inside you about Reverend Marlene, we just gave her another weekend off just to have a full recovery and to really feel into the spaciousness of our appreciation and our love. And you will be seeing her very soon everywhere you normally see her. She is fine, healthy, and experiencing herself in the joy of rest. And the last thing I want to tell you is, guess what's coming? What's coming is Giving Tuesday. We're all excited about Giving Tuesday. It's right after what we call traditionally Black Friday. So please let us invite you to join us for that. You'll be hearing more and more and more about that. We're still gathering ourselves and blessing this community with abundance and love, and your participation in that will be matched with some funds that we're still determining. And all of that will be for your great benefit, As we give, so do we receive. Just calling your attention to a new healthy congregational policy where we'd like to invite everyone who's coming to service, if you have any symptom of any kind or any unsuredness or have been exposed in any way, please test. And if you come even with the slightest, faintest line, please see us from home. We'll be here for you from home. And if you have any sniffles or coughs or not feeling well, if you would join us by Zoom, that would make everyone else feel so healthy and whole and see and feel the contribution of your love. And also just know we're having this new fun fundraiser, because we would love to eat so much here at CCL, don't we? We do. So we have these very beautiful food books that Marty and Regina have worked together to create for us. So you can reach out to Marty again. Please look in your newsletter. You can sell them to your friends. They're $10, and they have, like, your first meal, you're going to save that. And it's a book full of all the places you normally eat. So Marty's in charge. It's in your newsletter. And when you're in person next time, when we're all, well, I won't be there, but when you're all in person next time, we'll be having those for you. Look for them. They're great savings to you. And CCL earns just a little, I bet, I think about $6 on every 10. So you feed yourself, you feed us. What could be better than that, right? And then in your newsletter, also join us Friday, November 18th to pack Thanksgiving baskets for families who might not have as full and abundant a Thanksgiving if we don't do that. So again, that's in your newsletter, and that is also being headed up by Marty. So, and one more Marty thing, we're almost there, but we still need your plastic bags because we are going to make a bench. All right. And then we can go sit there and pray. So lots of other volunteer opportunities, lots of other ways to give and receive in this community, knowing we are always here for you. We are a phone call, an email, some kind of outreach, a text message away. Please don't hesitate to reach out to us. We love you so very much. And we're so grateful for your presence here. And we invite Reverend Jackie to do our final song. So in this moment, I invite you to hold hands with your neighbors, hold your hearts wide open, and fully love and appreciate Jackie and yourselves. If you stay muted, you can sing along. Otherwise, the cacophony is a little too much for all of us. So bless you, everyone. And Jackie, please take us there.
Sure. We let the love wash over us. We let it be. We let the peace wash over us. We let it be. We let the love, we let the love wash over us. We let, oh yeah, we let it be. Come on, sing it with me. We let the joy. We let the joy wash over us. We let it be.
Thank you, Jackie. That was beautiful. Thank you for stepping up. We appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So everybody relax into your chair and take a nice deep breath, breathing in this service. Breathing in that peace, that love that Jackie was just talking about, that permeated this entire service. Knowing that feeling, knowing that peace and that love, knowing that bliss that comes from Kathy's meditations, knowing the truth as we sit back and just bask in the profundity, in the truth of that beautiful meditation, in the beauty of this music of Jackie's, this consciousness that is Reverend Catherine's, that we know it, that we bask in it. We give thanks for all of it. We give thanks for this community of CCL. We give thanks for the leadership and the stewardship council and the congregation. We are all one, living, working, loving together, expanding, working, knowing the truth of who we are and each other is. As we open ourselves to the divine, giving thanks for that knowingness, that still small voice that we know, that we listen to, that we understand, that guides us, that loves us, which brings us peace. Giving thanks for this day, giving thanks for this beginning of this beautiful day, this wonderful service, this beautiful expression of the divine. Giving thanks for this wonderful week that we get to start right here, right now. That this is the jumping off point for a glorious week, a week filled with peace and joy and love and ease and effortlessness, a week of understanding, a week of gratitude, a week of standing in the divine, giving thanks for all the good and more good that is ours by divine right, that we are open to, that the divine gives us easily and effortlessly out of our beingness with the divine, that we are worthy of all of the good and more good just in who we are. We are individualized expressions of God. We are one with God. There's nothing we have to do or be. We are worthy in and of itself right there, because we are created by the divine. It is all ours by love, by support, by understanding. And in this knowingness and in this love, we say, and so it is. So now it's time for our concluding affirmation. If everyone will unmute and repeat after me. Ready? Something wonderful is happening to me right now.
Something wonderful is happening to me right now.
It is this thing called life.
It is this thing called life.
Life is in my body.
Life is in my body.
Life is in my mind.
Life is in my mind.
Life is in my feelings.
Life is in my feelings.
Life is in all my activities.
Life is in all my activities.
I receive it.
I receive it.
I share it.
I share it.
I am it.
I am it.
And I accept it just the way that it is.
I accept it just the way that it is.
Thank you, life.
Thank you, life.
And accepting all these gifts, we say, yes!
Yes.
Bless you all.
Bless you
Have a
all.
great
Thank
week.
you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank
Thank
you.
Thank you for the beautiful service. Thanks, Kathy.
Yes.
Thank you, Nefertiti. Thank you, Jackie.
Beautiful.
Thank you, Wayne, for
Love you
behind
all.
the scenes.
Yes.
Love you all.
Nefertiti. Thank you. Bye.